So going back to linking the two classes together, this is one of the last points I'm going to make. To link the last two classes together, what you need to do is to link memorization and understanding. As an adult, as we said, as a child, what did we say last time? A child, you can give them lots of memorization and just a little bit of understanding. But for an adult, you have to give lots of understanding and just a little bit of memorization, because adults, for us, memorization is a little bit more difficult, right? So you start by memorizing more than just Quran, Hadith, and some basic Islamic books. Very simple, like we said, the beginner's level. Just the Hadith out of them, just the ayat out of them. Book 1, Book 2, Book 3, Book 4. And before long, you'll see that even 6 months of doing that, you will be a totally different person in terms of your Islamic knowledge. After 6 months of doing that, you'll feel like you got more in that 6 months than the previous 6 years, because you started learning with structure, in stages, beginning, middle, end, and you combined between memorizing and understanding. So you've committed at least some things to memory. So you've got some things in your heart, and the rest of it, you've got a good working understanding of. This is what I think is a good, or this is like what I would put forward as an introduction to the way of, or to the method of studying Islam. What remains to be said is that every one of you is an individual. You each have your own time commitments. You each have your own priorities. You're each at a different level of understanding and a different level of iman. And so it's not what works for one person will not necessarily work for everybody. But I've tried to give you general ideas. How far you take that is up to you. So a new Muslim who just became Muslim 2 months ago is probably not going to go into as much detail as someone who's been studying for quite a while and is really now looking to take it to the next level. But still the same thing is going to apply. They're still going to look at Islam as different parts. They're still going to start with the basics and go forwards. And they're still going to keep a record of what they've studied and try to move with some degree of progression with the help of a teacher. Like I said, if you can't have a permanent teacher, at least have people who give you advice from time to time, at a minimum. And if you do that, inshallah ta'ala, I think you'll find yourself to be a lot more productive in the way that you learn Islam. And my last point, a lot of people are under the probably mistaken impression that to do this, you have to be a member of an institute or a university, or you have to go somewhere and study it. Actually, most of this is something they won't even teach you in a university. Even if you went to an Islamic university, they wouldn't necessarily teach you what I've taught you in these 2 lessons. They might just say to you, just follow what we're teaching you and, and graduate, and that's it. So in reality, it's not the case that you have to do that. You just have to have enough discipline to follow a plan instead of just listening to what you feel like listening to. What you feel like listening to might raise your iman, might be iman booster, but it's not going to develop your knowledge in detail so that you have that detailed understanding of Islam that makes the path to Jannah easy. I think that is those are most of the points that I wanted to cover. At the moment, I have a good plan in Arabic. I have a good Arabic study plan. But my English study plan at the moment, I'm working on it, because I'm trying to find that blend between the English books and the Arabic books. I'm going to put something online, inshallah, and I'm even planning to do a project whereby we translate the scholars teaching each one of these books at different levels, and people can actually follow it, and they can go step by step. Kalima has the Essentials program, which is supposed to be like a mini version of what I've described to you. It's not the Essentials program is not everything. It's a Friday morning program. It's not like everything I've described, but it's supposed to be like at least an introduction to it. It's supposed to at least give you an idea. So that's something, if people want to take it further, they could consider the Friday morning program. And I'm sure many of the other Islamic centers have more detailed and structured learning programs that people can follow on a regular basis. Those who want to get in touch with me and get some of the programs or get an idea, I think I'm going to publish something online first of all because it makes sense, and then if people have specific questions, they can ask about them, inshallah ta'ala. Like I said, at the moment I have a good one in Arabic, but my English one is a bit lacking, because what I found is it's just finding that blend between English and Arabic for the non-Arabic speakers is a little bit difficult, but it's something that you have to work on, inshallah. I hope that there has been in these 2 lectures something for everyone to take away, regardless of the level that you're at. Maybe not everybody will benefit from everything, but maybe there are takeaways there. There are things you can say, all right, okay, that bit I benefited from, that I could definitely implement, this I could do. So inshallah, that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made easy.